basically saying the dilemma with our tight ends. The Cowboys don't know what they want to do at tight end. When we really think about it, that's been the case ever since the team has attempted to transition from eventual Hall of Famer and Cowboys legend Jason Witten, which is actually what Ron was talking about a little bit. The initial return of Witten slowed down the progress of Dalton Schultz, and as the veteran receiver received the bulk of the reps while the younger guys rode the pine. And even after Witten was gone once and for all, the team hasn't been able all that sure who they believe will be the successor, as they have at different times invested in both Schultz and Blake Jarwin, only to still find themselves shrugging their shoulders about where the long-term answer lies. So my question is, with going off that first paragraph for you, Ad, and for chat, one, is Dalton Schultz a long-term fix at tight end? Like, do we franchise him this year? Do we franchise him again next year? Or do they give him a deal?
Yeah, that's what I think what Armando, the 21 Armando was asking is like, what is the movement? What is the talks kind of around the team about Schultz's deal? Jose, I think it was talking about, he believes that Schultz is going to be a $60 million man next year. Yeah. So Jose earlier said they will be a 12 personnel demons. Schultz is a top 5 TE. We will get $60 million a year if he gets free agency next year. So
100% he will. And you had Njoku with the Browns, who just kind of set the bar for tight ends, and he's not. I think Schultz is a better tight end than him.
Yeah.
So that $16 million a year on the open market is a fair estimate, and I could see the Cowboys possibly even tagging him again next year just to keep him, depending how Jake Ferguson turns out.
Yeah. It's very important that we get a tight end that can actually do some blocking duties. But if Schultz can actually put it in the end zone the way he did last year and maintain that, or if not improve upon that this year, then we absolutely have to
teach me.
We absolutely have to. And I think our 5 fundamentals of Schultz is a segment that I would absolutely miss if we didn't have Schultz on the team.
Go to the other screen. Read this here.
Fuck you, dickhead.
Read that out for us.
So Browns extended tight end David Njoku for 4 years up to
Njoku
up to 4 years. I know I'm being AJ for 4 years up to 56 milli with 28 million guaranteed per B. Nate Ehrlich. His production versus Dalton Schultz, whom Cowboys tagged. Schultz had 78 catches, 808 yards, 8 TDs, 43 first downs in 2021. Njoku had 55 catches, 688, 6 TDs, 30 first downs in 2020 and
Schultz fucking
combined.
thumped his and this guy's getting paid 56 mil.
Yeah, so Schultz is probably looking at him and being like, Jerry, I don't want any other team besides you and Dak. Pay me my money, Jerry.
Well,
pay me my money.
Well, between him, Twitch gaming.
Sorry, Schultz whips his shirt off in Jerry's room and shows him his multiple Dallas Star tattoos on his body.
And then lets him salt him?
Yeah. I did this for you. But sorry, go ahead, Ann.
Well, Dallas Cowboys Chris is saying no, and I don't know what he's saying no to.
Chris, we need more than no here. You don't think we pay Schultz, or you don't think Jerry salts him?
Jerry's gonna call Schultz into his thing and say, "Look, I get it. You're hot off your heels with a great season. The #1 Dallas Cowboys podcast is talking about the 5 fundamentals of Schultz. I get it. You're wearing the shirt, but what do you want? Tell me your price. Tell me your price."
Look,
as he's
keep in mind,
Schultz,
Schultz is only 2 or 3 years. He's 25 years old, I believe. Like he's a young.
A young bull.
Whippersnapper.
A young bull.
Yeah, Chris is Dallas Cowboys Chris is saying he cannot block. It drives me crazy. Kilo's on Dallas Cowboys Chris's side, and he's saying he honestly believes that the Cowboys should find another Witten type of TE.
Yep.
So not a lot of Schultz loves in the chat. I mean, I guess a little bit. I shouldn't say that it's not. Schultz could still be a great TE too if we find that tight end who can do the blocking. But I'm just saying, I think.
What if Ferguson becomes this blocker, and then Schultz more of like a Jimmy Graham type guy?
Yeah.
Jimmy Graham was never known as a big blocker. Did the guy still have some seasons where he took over the NFL? Yes. I mean, the tight end position, I still do think blocking is key. We got really lucky with Jason Witten for so many years, and Schultz is fucking terrible at it, and they still, for some reason, will put him against like number 1 defensive ends, which drives me nuts.
Do you think that any of the players on the team, when they after a play where Schultz doesn't block or he misses a block, do they say, "Would you pick up a block, you fucking pussy"?
I hope.
He's just
I
like,
hope.
that would
boys,
no.
guys, trying out there.
No,
okay?
Schultz, he's one of those guys
Schultz-
that if you yell at him or raise his voice, he shuts down
Yeah.
and like just
Yeah.
goes into a corner and just can't get out of it.
Yeah, Schultz is way too sensitive for that, and I'm sure it's happened, and Dax had to go around and say, "Hey,
Guys, you can't yell at
Yell
Schultz
at
like
me.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't yell
Yeah,
at
yell
Schultz
at
like
me.
that.
Or do you think Schultz, if he misses a block, no one says anything, and he's just that guy? He slams a Gatorade cup off
Yeah.
the thing. He starts kicking stuff, and like a fifth assistant line coach is just like, "Hey, Schultz, what's wrong?" He's like, "Do you not see I missed that block?" And it wasn't even his assignment whatsoever.
I still don't think they
He's got-
should
he-
put Schultz blocking
he's got-
anyone good.
Yeah.
no." Schultz has that rage.
Yeah, he
Hey,
does.
Before we move on, I'm just holding my Tiger
Okay,
here ready to.
let's
Oh,
see
try
what
yeah.
you
for
got.
the
Get
boys.
tequila. Get to vape 10 here, son.
Smoke weed every day.
There it is, right from Vietnam. Saigon, son. Ho Chi Minh City, son. Get it in you, son.
Puke on camera. Let's
Puke
hear
on
the
camera.
clang. Let's hear the
Puke.
clang. Clang it if you got
It's
it.
invisible. It looks like you're holding a cheerleader.
Are you? Don't get canceled, Alex. What are you doing?
There you go.
Oh, I should have. I next time we should have had some sort of
Crack 'em if you got
soundbite
'em.
for from Street Fighter as you're doing that tiger uppercut.
Okay, so moving right along here. We've pretty much only talked offense so far this cast. So we're gonna go. How will the I'm gonna ask you and AJ. Or
AJ's
we just got we
AJ
just
went
have
to go puke.
We just have cheerleaders dancing over there.
AJ went to go puke.
I don't know, and you think we would know this? What the Cowboys defense finished last year? I know they did pretty well. I want to say top 10. But how do you think? Do you think they regressed at all this year at? And how will they stack up next year?
I think our defense will be improved upon last year, and I think we were rated pretty high for our defense.
You think our defense is gonna be better than last year?
I think so.
AJ, what about you? Is our defense gonna and chat? What about you guys? Is our defense improved? We lost Randy Gregory, but I
thought
don't.
you meant if we lost AJ.
If we lost AJ's gone.
He's disappearing in a plethora of cheerleaders right now.
We lost Randy Gregory, but I don't think that's going to affect. I think Sam Williams is going to be able to replicate the success that Randy Gregory had in Dan Quinn's offense. I am excited as fuck to see
Jabril Cox back in action.
Jabril Cox back, Micah Parsons doing his thing,
Second year for Micah.
Dante
Jr.?
Fowler Jr.,
Yeah.
Jaron Curse, like Malik Hooker. Like I'm actually pretty excited for this defense, and we don't really spend a lot of time talking about him. DeMarcus Lawrence not being hurt for the first 7 games. Like there's a lot of upside to this defense. And I'm a big believer that great defense and a great running game will get you to playoffs and will make you successful in playoffs. So I would really like to see us improve, 1, on the running game, but 2, I would love for our defense to even be improved from last year.
Stephen White in the chat makes a great point. Second year Dan Quinn teaching, and first year LVE has had the same defensive coach.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
So-
that about LV.
LVE, I mean, obviously we know your stance, Anth, on your love for LVE.
Yeah, I love him. Yeah.
But he had a great last game. He had a great last couple games. Maybe took a season of Dan Quinn getting in his face, and I don't think Dan Quinn ever maybe got in his face.
Didn't
but
take any big injuries last year.
didn't take any big injuries. So I think getting into that scheme, understanding where you can kind of play Micah Parsons, having Jabril Cox and Sam in there, I think we're going to be. I think we're a better defensive team this year than we were last year.
So Jane Slater, fan of the podcast, tweeted defensive tackle Neville Gallimore, Neville Gallimore, shout out, Canadian boy.
Zagama Beach.
I'm pretty sure he's from Windsor, Ontario.
Sagama Beach.
I'm pretty sure he's from Windsor, Ontario. Defensive tackle Neville. Can you fucking read this?
Defensive tackle Neville Gallimore told me he put on
Well, put it
16
on your
pounds.
face.
Sorry. Defensive tackle Neville Gallimore told me he put
You
on
almost
16
fucked
pounds
it up.
of muscle while maintaining his mobility. He wants people to pop in the tape this season and see a dog. Think Grady Jarrett, rather be underrated but respected, focusing on his eyes, pass rush, and improvement in run game.
I didn't hear a single thing you said. I got from it that he put on some muscle, which is sweet. 16 pounds of muscle.
Yeah.
While maintaining his mobility.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
AJ did too.
AJ put on 16 pounds of muscle and he got even more flexible. I don't know if his mobility got better, but he can definitely bend over backwards, no problem.
So I think you read the report wrong. I have a nice new tire sitting around my middle waist.
Oh, do you got a little bit of
that smoke wagon and see what happens?
Do you got a little bit of traveling belly?
Oh yeah, I've been drinking and eating.
Yeah, that's the best though.
Coming to you live this offseason, see Bandwagon Boy number 2 and 1 get into shape.
Yeah, I'm not getting into shape.
Oh, yeah.
So with the combination of speed and strength Quinn has to work with, I think all these guys should be productive. We may even see someone have a breakout year like Dante Fowler, which AJ had said, or rookie Sam Williams. I am excited to see them go to battle. Overall, we will have to wait and see if everyone can hold up and stay healthy. Grabbing some guys through the draft to help backload the defense, I expect them to be a solid group again and make enough plays to help them win some games. I don't hate it. I kind of like what they hit on that.
I'm talking about the Dallas Cowboys.